Billy Black, Regional Public Image Coordinator for Zone 33. This tutorial teaches you how to create a district committee of public image chairs from your club so that you can better communicate with them. So let's get started. I am in District 7570. Thank you to DGE, very soon to be DG Paula of 7570 for allowing me to record her district tonight. So let's go. Right now, I am in DacDB at the home screen. I'm going to the District tab, and then I go to the committee icon. From the committee icon, I want to make sure that I am in next year's, or if you do this after the year changes, make sure you're in the current year, 23-24. And then look for the public image chair in red, PIC. It's kind of hard to look, so I am going to search for PIC, and you notice that no committees come up. So that means that we are clear to add a new committee, and we won't be duplicating. So we simply come over here to add committee, and none of these need to be utilized. Check the org year again and put the roll key in as PIC. That's all there is to it, and click Add. Now we have one more tab, and I'm going to use it just for a second because I want to put the district public image chair in there, and I add it, and I look for her name, GN. There she is, Cora, and I move her over and say save. And now Cora is in there as a member, but she is actually the chair. So we're going to use the edit tool, and I'm looking for DPIC, District Public Image Chair. Sometimes you have to scroll down once you get to, there it is, District Public Image Chair. So I want to save that. And so now when I update, well, before I update, I want to bring in all the clubs that have identified their public image chair already. So in the background, they've been looking for membership chairs, public image chairs, and so I'm going to pull all those forward. I'm in edit still, so I want to click on rebuild. And when you rebuild, you notice that all these are added to the committee. So now she is on the committee, and she has 18 members of the committee. And I'm going to update, and then I want to view. Now that I'm viewing the committee, there's Cora, I see the clubs that have public image chairs. But I want a complete committee of this district, so I click on Missing Clubs. And here's all the clubs that are missing a public image chair. So I want to send them a little note to, and it's going to come from Cora. And just to say, currently, I believe we don't have a public image chair for your club. Could you please select one and then put it in DacDB and say something like, I'll be willing to help you do that. So I'm clicking PMAIL, and it tells you who is going to be PMAIL below. Currently, it's the secretary and the president. So if you are working right now and you get this out before the change of the year, you could do president-elect. I'm not going to send this, so it doesn't matter, but you could also send it, include the assistant governor and the district governor-elect or the district governor. So you decide who to include on this PMAIL and click PMAIL. And it's coming from me, but let's go to from. It will come from you if you create the PMAIL, but I'm just going to put Cora's name here, so it will appear to come from her. And District Public Image Chair. And you could type it out if you don't feel that the people know who that is or what that is. So the subject is missing Club Public Image Chair. Now we've got that in there, and then we're going to create our message. So it's going to say dear whoever, and that pulls in the first name from DacDB. According to our DacDB records, your club does not show a public image chair currently. I would like to work with all the public image chairs in the district. If you would please enter, elect, or find a club public image chair and I'm not going to keep going, but you get the idea, and then go back in and check your spelling. Now, one of the things I'd like to do is put a logo here. So I created a logo earlier to put in. So it is right here. I'm going to copy it, and hopefully it's going to paste. Okay, now that's way too big, so I'm going to double click on it and say, let's make that 250. Okay. And slide it down. So that Cora could put her closing. Now, so she doesn't have to do this over and over again. She could use that same image in there and most of the same items in here. I would come up and click on the Save button and save it as a club template. And the template name would be Public Image Chairs. Missing. And you save the metadata, that's the things behind the scene, and if there's any existing, you save that. So Cora, this will be in there hopefully. If not, I will help you do this again. So I save it, and you could come anytime later and select that template again so that you don't have to retype and redo. Now I am obviously not going to send that PMAIL, but that's how easy it is to create a district committee, rebuild the committee, add the chair, and then send a note to all the missing clubs so that you start off the year with a full slate of club public image chairs. Now, why do you want to do this? Well, at monthly, we send out a newsletter, and you may want to forward that newsletter to your club public image chairs or pick and choose pieces from that to send to your public image chairs, such as in September, you want to notify them that World Polio Day is coming up in October. Here's some ideas for public image. So thank you so much for your attention tonight. I appreciate all of you willing to serve in the public image realm.